Hello everyone. Welcome back to English Speaking and Listening Club. I'm so glad you're here today because we are going to talk about something that every English learner dreams about: fluency. Yes, fluency, the ability to speak English smoothly, confidently, and naturally without stopping every few seconds to think of the right word. And today's topic is powerful: the only way to become fluent in English. I know that sounds bold, but stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what it takes, and you'll feel motivated to take action immediately. Now, let's start with a story. Imagine a young student named Maria. She studied English for years in school. She memorized grammar rules, she filled notebooks with vocabulary lists, and she passed exams with good grades. But when she traveled to London for the first time, she froze. She couldn't order food at a restaurant without stumbling. She couldn't join conversations with locals because her mind was busy translating every word. Have you ever felt like Maria? You know the rules, you know the words, but when it's time to speak, your tongue feels heavy. That's the moment when you realize studying English is not enough. The only way to become fluent is to use English every single day, in real situations with real people, with real emotions. Fluency is not about perfection. Fluency is about flow. Think of a river. A river doesn't stop to check if the water is moving correctly. It just flows. That's how your English should be. And the only way to reach that flow is through practice, not just study. You cannot become fluent by reading grammar books alone. You cannot become fluent by memorizing vocabulary lists alone. You become fluent by speaking, listening, making mistakes, and learning from those mistakes. Fluency is built in action, not in theory. Let me give you another example. There was a man named Hiroshi from Japan. He wanted to improve his English, but he was shy. He didn't want to embarrass himself, so he avoided speaking. He kept studying silently. But after years, his English was still stuck. One day, he decided to change. He joined an English-speaking club just like this one. He forced himself to speak, even if his sentences were broken. At first, people laughed. At first, he felt nervous. But slowly, his confidence grew. After 6 months, he could hold conversations. After 1 year, he was fluent. What changed? He stopped hiding behind books and started using English. That is the only way. Now, let's break this down into actionable steps. First, you must create an environment of English around you. Listen to English podcasts, watch English movies, read English articles. Surround yourself with the language so your brain starts to think in English naturally. Second, you must speak every day. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. You will never feel ready. Start now. Speak to yourself in the mirror. Speak to your friends. Record your voice. Join online speaking clubs. The more you speak, the more fluent you become. Third, accept mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your teachers. Every mistake shows you where to improve. If you avoid mistakes, you avoid growth. So celebrate mistakes because they are proof that you are learning. Think about how children learn their first language. They don't study grammar books. They don't memorize vocabulary lists. They listen, they imitate, they speak. They make mistakes, and they keep going. That's how they become fluent. You must do the same with English. Treat English like your second childhood. Play with it. Experiment with it. Don't be afraid of being wrong. Fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. Let's talk about mindset. Many learners believe fluency is a destination, something you reach after years of study. But fluency is actually a journey. Every time you speak, you are already practicing fluency. Every time you listen, you are already training your brain. The only way to become fluent is to enjoy the process. If you see English as a burden, you will quit. But if you see English as an adventure, you will continue. So change your mindset. Don't say, I must be fluent. Say, I am becoming fluent every day. That small shift will keep you motivated. Here's a practical exercise you can start today. Choose one topic you love, maybe sports, music, cooking, or travel. Spend 10 minutes speaking about that topic in English. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak. Record yourself. Then listen to the recording. Notice where you hesitate. Notice which words you forget. Write them down. Practice again tomorrow. Do this every day for 1 month and you will see a huge difference. This is how fluency is built step by step, word by word, conversation by conversation. Another powerful method is shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say at the same time. It's like being their shadow. This trains your mouth, your ears, and your brain to work together. It improves your pronunciation, your rhythm, and your confidence. Do this with podcasts, YouTube videos, or movies. Shadowing is one of the fastest ways to feel fluent because it forces you to speak without stopping. Now let's address the fear of speaking. Many learners are afraid of being judged. They think people will laugh at their accent or their mistakes. But here's the truth, most people don't care. In fact, most people admire you for trying. When you speak English, you are showing courage. And courage is more important than perfection. Remember, fluency is not about speaking like a native. Fluency is about expressing yourself clearly and confidently. Your accent is part of your identity. Don't hide it. Own it. Speak proudly. Let me share a motivational story. There was a woman named Amina from Egypt. She dreamed of becoming an international speaker, but her English was weak. She joined a speaking club, and every week she practiced. She made mistakes, but she kept going. After 2 years, she gave a speech in front of hundreds of people in English. She wasn't perfect, but she was fluent. Her message was clear, her confidence was strong, and the audience loved her. That's the power of practice. That's the only way to become fluent. So, my friends, here's the truth. The only way to become fluent in English is to use English every day. Not once a week, not once a month, but every single day. Speak, listen, read, write. Surround yourself with English. Make mistakes. Learn from them. Keep going. Fluency is not a secret. Fluency is not magic. Fluency is action. And you have the power to take that action today. Before we close, I want you to imagine yourself 6 months from now. Imagine you walk into a room full of English speakers. You smile, you join the conversation, and you speak confidently. You don't translate in your head. You don't freeze. You flow. That future is possible for you. But only if you start today. Remember, the only way to become fluent in English is to use English. Every day, everywhere, with everyone. Thank you for spending this time with me at English Speaking and Listening Club. I hope you feel inspired, motivated, and ready to take action. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.